The original prosecutor on the case dismissed the case, and allegedly that dismissal created some distrust in the system, which is why a special prosecutor was ultimately appointed. She said, just because we do not like the outcome should not mean we bully prosecutors and circumvent the judicial process to get it changed. She says Smollett was indicted, tried, and convicted by a kangaroo prosecution in a matter of months. That's a pretty provocative statement. I got that from the Sun-Times. That's the paper of record out there in Chicago. And so I want to check in with you about this whole idea of a special prosecutor. I think it's an aspect of this case that hasn't been discussed enough, how that changes the game a little bit. We even heard the judge talk about it, the fact that the special prosecutor was working for free. He seemed to really like that idea, was upset at the defense because of all the motions that they had put in. At least that's the way it seemed. Your thoughts on that?
Well, when a special prosecutor works pro bono and he works for free, you've taken all the interest out of it. You've taken any kind of conflicts, any kind of bias out of it. Now you're really talking about the facts, okay? And I know why people don't like it. It's because it ended up being a ruling that went against them, and it was done fair and square, okay? Now, ultimately, you know, when a special prosecutor comes for you, we're actually removing even more layers of bias, even more layers of possible indicia of bias. So, you know, I think that getting this conviction the way that it did, it's going to be extremely impossible to overturn it on any kind of appeal, and the sentence as well. There's wide latitude of discretion, and I think the judge exercised the discretion exactly right. So, you know, I think that this is a fair and square conviction. I really see, you know, no problem with it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. He certainly made a great record.